right, here's the former undisputed UFC welterweight champion and still one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. What do you think his approach is going to be here tonight? Because we love the jab, the striking has evolved, but we all know what his bread and butter is.
Well, his bread and butter is his wrestling. I think the only thing I can point to is that he lost the first fight of his career. Then he went on that tremendous run to become the welterweight champion and widely regarded the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That was his bounce back. Tonight he has to do that again. He's got to go back to that mindset that allowed for him as a young fighter to tie Georges St. Pierre's record for most wins in the welterweight division. That starts tonight. And ultimately, he's hoping that leads to another reign atop the welterweight division.
And there have been rumblings about some injuries, maybe a knee, his hand. He says he's healthy. We'll see how it goes for Kamaru Usman getting back on the proving ground here tonight. Kamaru Usman. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Born in Uzbekistan, where they fight at weddings, here is Kazakhstan's Shavkat Rakhmonov, one of the best welterweight prospects in the world. He has finished every single one of his professional wins. He has never tasted defeat. And even though he is not in any great rush for a championship opportunity, the fan base is. They want this man fighting for the title with immediacy. He's sort of contented to bide his time. This is the big spot here tonight. If he can win this fight and handle this particular stylistic challenge, for my money, there's nothing left. All odds on Kazakhstan Shavkat Rakhmonov here tonight. Gives way to the action here. Both fighters have now touched down on the canvas, and we are ready to go from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Oh, a lot of fight fans thought we would see this fight between Kamaru Usman and Shavkat Rakhmonov when Usman was the champion. Leon Edwards, of course, intervened, but this is still a matchup of two truly elite 170 pounds.
I mean, this is as high level as it gets. Shavkat Rakhmonov has proven that he is ready for the next level of fighter in the welterweight division. And if you're going to beat anyone to prove you belong, it's got to be Kamaru Usman, one of the best welterweights of all time, a guy that just really blew the top of the division for a very long time. He has his eyes set on getting back to the mountaintop.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And now some distance as they pull apart. Ooh, nice defense. I thought that punch might get through.
Oh, nice. Nice. Beautiful jab there by the champ. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
Oh, beautiful hook there.
Yup, that guillotine's deep.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Rakhmonov.
Big ground and pound.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Past the 2-minute mark in round one. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
I need you to move, scramble.
1 minute to go here in the opening round.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
ring.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Oh, knee strike right to the midsection there. What a start.
Take a seat. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. That right straight left hook combination is working great. Now let's get back out there and really start to set up those combinations to it.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. Right lands. Just out of range with the big right hand. So Rakhmonov's punch to the body is blocked, so no damage done there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. And just misses with that big right hand.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Single.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Rakhmonov. Ground and pound strike there now. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Usman. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. They've worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now. Oh, he got to the spot.
Tighten up that half guard for me.
90 seconds to go in round two.
Pop your hip.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Don't stand still. Watch the hook.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Good work from the top here by Usman. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Seconds left.
Take the back, get your hooks there.
2 rounds in the books.
Stop.
Sit down. Take a deep breath. Now listen, you probably lost that round. I need you to be first. Let's get that head movement. Let's start popping that jab.
All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best.
Ha.
He loaded it up, he threw it straight, he threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight.
Usman's doing a real good job with his jab right now. Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body. They're really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Usman gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Lands the ground and pound strike.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Takes his back now. Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
Oh, big shots from the top. Another ground and pound strike lands. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited.
All right, let's go. Let's get those hands going now.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now.
We're winning here. 1 minute to finish.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
What a nasty high kick. Nice movement punch.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
He's going to guillotine. The guillotine.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test. I mean, perfect liver shot. That is the most debilitating shot in all of fighting. It is very difficult to recover from that.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
And now some separation.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Rakhmonov. Now some separation. Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Rakhmonov. Just over 3 minutes to go. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Usman goes in for the takedown now, and he gets it. Beautiful transition there, and he was getting worked on the feet, so a nice job to get the fight to the ground. Rakhmonov's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
Oh, man, what a strike from the bottom.
Now the hammer fist here by Usman. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Getting the ball here.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, the hard ground and pound strike lands, and that has caused some swelling or so, it appears.
In the half guard.
Usman's right back to the full mount here. Seconds to go.
30 seconds left. Keep moving, keep moving.
Final seconds. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, so saved by the bell. He was getting grounded and pounded something fierce there near the end of the round. You see, it's going to take him a good chunk of these 60 seconds between rounds just to get back to his feet. So a big moment here at the end of the round. We'll see if he can recover in time to make the walk here for this next round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round.
Oh, man.
Good jab.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing. Nice little single takedown. Big right hook there by the champ.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But If you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Let me see some of them hand fists now. Drop the hand below.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Rakhmonov. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Rakhmonov's back in full mount.
Oh, nice.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Usman. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, another strike lands from the top. So Rakhmonov's right back to the full mount. All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Shavkat Rakhmonov.
All right, so there he is. He came in the hunted. He remains as such. Congrats to the still UFC welterweight champion. Big effort out of the incumbent here tonight.
He has so much pride in being the UFC champion, and you see it in the effort that he puts in retaining his title. One of the best welterweight champions in UFC history.